Oh, here we are. We've reached the end of the 2024 retail NFL product cycle. That means it's select time, and that means this is most likely going to be printed to the moon, and stores will likely be stocking this stuff well into 2026 and 2027. Guarantee if you go down and look around different stores, you can still find 2023 Select being actively stocked on store shelves. Select isn't necessarily a bad product, it's just printed so high. But we still like to rip it, we still like to look for stuff like zebras, numbered cards. So let's see if we can get out of here today. What's going on, everybody? Tyson from VS Card Hub coming in, and we are ripping a couple mega boxes of Select 2024. Been waiting for these, finally got them on a drop from Walmart. Caught them in stock, 60 bucks a box. These things are loaded as far as the print run. This stuff, if it's anything like the previous years, like I said in the intro, this stuff is printed like crazy. So each, if you've never seen the actual checklist, each type of card, or I guess each level, has your standard, base concourse, silver prism, die cut, black and red shock, and zebra shocks. But then they also have the different colors of the numbered cards. So you can have all these that are completely unnumbered, and then you've got all the numbered cards as well. And that's for each level, as well as every insert. So you can get your select numbers in either just the base, prism, or zebra, or you can get your select numbers in tie-dye, prism, gold, green, green and black, snakeskin, black, all numbered all the way down. And that's for every insert. So select is just the end of season product. Panini prints the heck out of it. There's going to be this stuff everywhere. But we're going to jump in and we're going to see what we can get. Definitely looking for a zebra. Last year, 2023, I pulled two zebras. Actually, I pulled a Will Levis, which, by the time this stuff came out towards the end of the season, it was kind of on the downhill slope of the Will Levis experience. But I also got one for my PC, and that was a Justin Herbert zebra. So that one was nice. That was nice to get. I'm a Raiders guy, but I do PC Justin Herbert as more of a player PC. I think the Chargers are going to have a really good year. So we're going in. We're looking obviously for zebras. We're looking for tie-dyes. We're looking for autographs, numbered cards. You are going to get your usual die cuts out of here. Luckily, the die cuts are not as aggressive as they were in 2023. They were super aggressive and super annoying in 2023. So we've seen the design. I've already ripped the blasters. These are going to have the nice shocks. There we go. So starting out with Minka Fitzpatrick. There's a little Patrick Mahomes. You kind of got to check them because the way they designed the cards this year, they look pretty good. They look better than I thought they would. But with all the black on here, there's not a lot to really show the team colors. So it kind of throws you off because it's like, okay, well, this one's just only red and a ton of black. You would think it'd be numbered, but it's not numbered. So it's one of those ones that can be a little confusing. So you kind of got to look for the different color variations. Red is the primary color in here. Jake Ferguson. We got Howie Long. They were going for some throwbacks here. And J.K. Dobbins. At least got a Brock Bowers base. So nothing too crazy yet. I said I'd love to see a zebra, a snake skin, something like that. We got our first die cut at least. This is going to be a silver prism die cut. And we are looking at Will Reichard. Or Will Richard. Heard it pronounced a few different ways. And a little A.J. Brown. Non-numbered is the Lad McConkey on the insert. So you do get a ton of inserts out of here. You are going to get a ton of base inserts. It was the same thing as last year. 2023, they loaded up the packs. You got a ton of just the base inserts, and initially they were, people would look for them, but once they really flooded the market with just the base inserts, they were pretty much just worthless. You might as well just gotten a base card. So I don't think we really haven't gotten any rookies other than Will Richard. Yeah, that's been all vets. We've gotten no rookies other than a kicker rookie card. All right. Not sure if you've looked at your local stores. I know at least around me, I can walk into a Target, Walmart, and find Select 2023 still actively being stocked. Like even when stuff runs out of stock, Select will still show up, whether it's the hanger boxes, little Lamar Jackson and Daniel Carson. This is a kicker hot box here. Caleb and Bo Nix, at least on the base cards. But you can find 2023 still getting actively stocked, which is kind of crazy. It just shows that Select just gets printed like crazy at the end of the year. It's kind of that last ditch effort as a more of a bridge, I guess, for Panini to get to the next product. There we go. There's a little J.J. McCarthy, not numbered, but that is the red and black shock. Very nice. Finally, and a Ricky Pearsall to go along with it. A nice little rookie pack to finish off that first box. That bottom of that card was cut like at an angle. Someone missed with the cutter and like cut down like a 45-degree angle on that Pearsall. Kind of the same on the JJ up at the top. That kind of sucks. A nice looking card. You can see, kind of looking at it dead on. They missed with the cutter. That kind of sucks. There we go. At least J.J. McCarthy. We will take that. We will see at least one more box of this stuff. Going to be finishing up our ripping open the one of each mega box of our 2024 retail. There's a Shanu and a Malik Neighbors. We'll take that. So I ended up with 3 boxes. Like I said, I caught a drop on Walmart, $60 a box. Grabbed 3 of them, mainly for this, just to test them out and kind of see. I wasn't in too much of a hurry to get a bunch of Select because, like I said, I can almost guarantee that this stuff is going to be available for a while. Like, even once, we're moving into 2025 stuff, we're going to be able to find 2024 Select out there. There's Latham on the die cut and Khair Elam. Another McConkey. I believe we pulled that one already. But yeah, I grabbed 3 of them. 2 here. We're going to have 1 more in the Mega Box Rip. Jameis Winston still finding his way into packs. And a fitting guy to follow behind Jameis Winston is just the Tip Ryman. Greg Zuerlein, another kicker. I think we've gotten, what, 3 kickers so far? 4 kickers? 3 packs left. Not bad. I mean, it's, it's Select. You are going to get your 2 cards per pack at least. No autos, no numbered cards. At least a Drake May base. There's a Sam Darnold, no longer a Viking. And Chris Olave. Hopefully he gets to come back this year. Herbert on the Herbert. Yeah, hopefully Olave makes his way back. Kind of figures out what's going on with the concussions and keeps himself healthy. Fun player, dynamic player. We at least have a die cut here. And DeMarcus Ware on the silver die cut. I completely missed one cutting that one too right here. I took a big old chunk out of that. Yep, there's our Select. And speaking of the devil at the beginning, Will Levis. The shocks are definitely cool. I will say that. The shock design is pretty fun. I think it's only rivaled by probably like the Pandora, and I'm pretty partial to like the ice, the cracked ice look. Final pack. I don't see anything crazy. We got what, Bengals colors back here. The Ricky Pearsall. Yep, there's a Joe Burrow. And followed by an Isaiah Simmons. Well, there's another kicker, Tommy Townsend. You got what, 5 kickers? So not terrible. I mean, it's select. $60. There's our mega box. It isn't a terrible value, but like I said, this stuff is just printed to the moon. So it's one of those things where you're gonna get these stretches where you're just gonna get a ton of cards. They may not be valuable cards, but you're gonna get a ton of cards just because this stuff, you know, all these parallels and everything, they don't have print runs on them. They're just printed. The only thing that's numbered are like the special colors and everything. We didn't get anything numbered in here, at least not that I saw. Now you can take a quick look at the back. Yeah, nothing numbered in here. Didn't see anything like that. So you're just going to get a ton of cards of just different colors, but they're printed like crazy. So it is what it is. It's select. It's printed a lot. It's still fun stuff. I liked last year's design a little bit better. It's still kind of, I don't know, it's a little wonky compared to 2023, but it's fun stuff. For $60, you can't go wrong with the mega boxes. You almost might have a better value if you can find the blaster boxes. Now they've come down to like $30. You can buy 2 of those for the price of a mega and probably get about the same hits. Maybe not at the same rate, hard to say, but you know, it's not bad. I would probably stay away from H2 and Hobby. That's just way too expensive. Stick to retail on the select, and you'll at least have a little bit better time and save some money. Anyways, there it is. Select mega boxes. Not bad. You know, it's, like I said, it's select. It's what we come to expect with something that's printed a ton. Appreciate you hanging out. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know, have you opened this up? Have you hit anything good? Are you kind of passing on it? Hard to find it? Appreciate you hanging out. I'll catch y'all next time.